Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Popcorn Movie Review and Reaction. I'm Thaddeus Johnson. This is my new YouTube page on movie reviews and reactions and TV shows. I'll be doing a little bit of everything, mostly TV shows and movies. My first review is going to be over a movie that is very dear and close to me. And the reason why is growing up, we didn't have much, we didn't have cable, but this movie came on at least once or twice a year, and I could always count on it. Count on it. That movie, bam, John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. Now, first of all, this movie is um, it's 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 a martial arts movie that is also mixture of black magic, as you will, Chinese black magic, as they put it in the movie. Um, John Carpenter is really known for mostly horror films like The Fog, Halloween. He'll dabble and do some different things. He did Escape from New York, which was a form of a post-apocalypse uh, movie, and had a cool character that was played by Kurt Russell, who was always also in this film. That was pretty badass back in the day, and I liked that one too. I liked Escape from LA too as well. But this movie, man, I could always count on it. We didn't have much growing up, and like I said, we had I could count on two movies coming on, and that was Big Trouble in Little China, and the other one was The Last Dragon, Barry Gordon's The Last Dragon, with Ty Mock as Bruce Leroy. Um, but yeah, John Carpenter's mostly known for doing stuff like The Thing, which I'll be doing a review over later on this month. Um, and the reason why I chose this one for my first movie review, like I said, I like it. Some people and the critics, when it came out, bashed this movie. I mean, they hated it. Some people now think it's just terrible. But we all have that one movie that's like a guilty pleasure that you will enjoy. And this is mine. This one right here. I can watch this movie at least 3 or 4 times a year, or if I'm flipping through the channel in my living room and it's on, I'm probably going to end up watching it. Um, but the movie stars, I mean, the cast, first of all, is just badass. Everybody in this movie they were awesome to me, you know. To me, it still holds up to this day. It stars Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, Dennis Dunn, who plays his friend um, Wang Chi. It also has Victor Wang as Egg Shin, who's plays like the old sorcerer who's on the good team to stop the bad sorcerer, which was played by the great James Hong, who plays Lo Pan. Um, let's start with Kurt Russell. He is plays a guy named Jack Burton, who's very sure of himself. Um, and at first you meet him, you think he's kind of a douche, but towards the end, this guy is a loyal friend and really loyal to Wang Chi, and he helps him through a lot of the film. In fact, he doesn't give up. And part of it is he gets his goddamn truck stolen. He's a truck driver, helping his friend get back his fiance who was kidnapped by an evil sorcerer. And so he's like, I need my truck too, because they stole his truck, stole his friend's girl and stole his truck. But he's pretty loyal towards the end and pretty badass. Um, he's, like I said, he's very sure of himself. Not the best fighter, but in his mind, he is freaking Rocky Marciano. Uh, and is he gets the job done. It's pretty cool. Kim Cattrall in the movie was great too. She played a journalist named Gracie Law. Um, really, really out there to bring the truth and to help these girls that was being taken from China and sold on this kidnapped and sold on this sex slave market, trying to give people. She's really trying to help these Asian girls coming from China um, get a fair shot at the American dream. Um, and Dennis Dunn, who plays Kurt Russell's friend, Wang who ended up being really badass in the film. I mean, he was like Jet Li or something, a mixture of Jet Li and Jackie Chan. I mean, this movie really was a throwback to the old Shaw Brother martial arts movies. I was a big fan of those growing up. So seeing this mixture of, you know, creatures and sorcery and Chinese black magic with really cool martial arts, fight scenes and choreographed stuff. It was awesome. So his friend Wang Chi was badass, man. He was putting in a lot of work. Um, and let me talk about Victor Wang, who plays Egg Shin. He was awesome. A lot of people would know him from The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, and he was the guy who would wipe the booger on his shirt and who who was helping him retrieve the knife to kill his sweet brother Numsi. He's awesome. He was awesome in the film, and he he's he was a comic relief. He was also in Tremors too. He played the grocery store owner in Tremors with Kevin Bacon. Um, but he was very zen-like and very funny. He had a lot of funny moments in the movie, and but the main star, of course, was James Hong, who played Lo Pan, David Lo Pan, the evil sorcerer who wanted to become flesh again, who was cursed to walk the earth, and he had to do so by finding a Asian girl with green eyes. Really, any girl with green eyes. I don't know why he couldn't do this a long time ago, but I guess one of them had to be Asian. I'm not sure. But that was his thing, was to find this Asian girl with green eyes and to sacrifice her so he become immortal. And he was hilarious in the movie. When he was in his mortal form, or the form he had to be to walk around in to look like he wasn't a 2,000-year-old sorcerer. He was this little guy in a wheelchair, and he was always cracking jokes and making fun of Jack Burton, when they were tied up in the wheelchair and stuff. And it was just a great role for him. I've seen him in other things, a lot of other things. He was also in The Golden Child. He was also in, I think it was called Balls of Fury, where there was, they're playing table tennis. But he's been in so many movies and stuff. He was awesome. There's also these three characters in there that were just freaking badass. They were like the muscle for David Lopan. The three storms, Thunder, Rain, and Lightning. Thunder was played by Carter Wang, who had done so many old martial arts films that I watched when I was growing up, and he's such a badass dude. And he was badass in this movie too. Peter Wong played Rain. He's the guy with the long hair, the two swords. He was just phenomenal in the film. Him and his buddy Wang Chi had a really cool fight scene in the climax of the film, and a cool scene where they're flying through the air, but he gets his ass handed to him. And the last one I'm gonna talk about, played by James Pax, who played Lightning. This character, man, seeing this for the first time as a kid, it was awesome. This guy was shooting out electricity and was riding electricity and stuff, and I thought, my goodness, who made this? When I was a kid, I didn't know who made it. I was like, who made this movie? This is amazing. But when I found out it was John Carpenter, if you would think of Stephen King making a horror movie, or Dean Koontz making a horror movie, it would be something like this. So I can't get mad at it. I can't hate the film, and I don't know why a lot of people hate on it. If you think of, if somebody told you, if this movie had never came out and somebody said John Carpenter was going to make a martial arts movie with black magic, Chinese black magic, this would be what you would get. Something like this. And it was cool. It was cool to see as a kid growing up. Like I said, a lot of critics didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people still don't like it. There's a movie franchise out right now, and they keep making them. I'm not going to say the name, but I don't like it. But a lot of people love it, so they keep making these movies. And I'm like, God damn, they're terrible. But, it has a following fan base. This movie has a small, maybe following fan base. And I'm one of those guys. Um, like I said, the three storms were really cool to see. Lightning, that Mortal Kombat took its idea from. A lot of people think that when they see this movie for the first time, oh, he's Raiden. No, let's not get it twisted. Mortal Kombat got his idea from Big Trouble in Little China. So thank you. Mortal Kombat needs to be kissing their hairy beanbag, because if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be Raiden. I'm telling the truth. Um, but this movie was cool, man. Even towards the end, the final battles were visually stunning to see back then. The flying, the wire work, the choreographed fight scenes, even the showdown between Jack Burton, Wang Chi, Egg Shen, the three storms towards the end. It was cool. Jack Burton was the hero. He killed the evil sorcerer when he became mortal. Threw a knife through his head. It's all in the reflexes, as he would say. So, yeah, that's my review of it. If I have to give this movie any popcorns, out of 10 popcorns, this movie to me deserves at least a 7.5 popcorns. If you've never seen this movie, check it out. And those who have seen the movie and liked it, just know that you're probably part of a small group of people that enjoy this movie. And for those who don't like it, there's something cool about it that you like, because they made a fucking Mortal Kombat character after one of the three storms. But if you like this video, please stay tuned for more. Like I said, this is my first review of movies and TV shows. Like and subscribe. Click that notification bell. Thanks.